All right, everyone, it's time for what may actually be the last garden update of the year. Basically, we could get a light frost at any time that'll kill half these plants off, but I'm going to take you through it here. Things are looking, pretty good. You can see there are still some turnips here that are perfectly fine. Some of them are rotten underneath. I got to scoop them out before they liquefy, basically. And the slugs have reduced what's left of the the cabbage to not much. But these ones that are more loose, those leaves are still fine. You can still put them in stuff. Swiss chard's still perfect. I mean, there's some dead leaves underneath, but it's still putting out new foliage. And it still tastes nice and crisp and sweet. Not bitter or anything. You can see the beans got eaten down. Some of them have leaves again. I don't know what's going to happen with the fucking Brussels sprouts. I mean, they're kind of sort of Brussels in there, but, Jesus, at some point I got to clean things out. Meanwhile, eggplant mode. Never ever got an eggplant to grow before. This one has several on it. That one's literally egg-sized. Pretty good. They look good. I'm not a huge fan of eggplant. There's some stuff. You can put it in a wrap and as a meat substitute, and it's actually, it's okay, I guess. I think they have protein in them, maybe. There's lots and lots of peppers. Huge number of Anaheims here. There's a whole clutch of them. There's some various bell peppers, ghost peppers over there. You can see all the chamomile seedlings in here. That's where I pulled the chamomile out and I shook them, the old plants over all the beds. I want them actually to come up everywhere. The whole goal is to have enough of them in the beds they can be transplanted and provide cover until spring when you do. And that's basically how I do it. And they don't invade anything. They won't compete with anything. Tomatoes are going by. There's still tomatoes everywhere, though. I've got to do one last good harvest of them. I figure I'll cook up some of my now world-famous Collards. You dice up the tomatoes fine, cook them in with the Collards. You put a little bit of basil in there, just some salt and oil, and you can elaborate on that as much as you want, but the basic recipe is amazing. It's really, really good. Pink flowers starting to go by. Pretty much everything going by at this point, There's nothing to be done about it. It's fall now. I think official fall started yesterday. See that nice sedum. I like how that gives some color later on in the year. Basil too. Basil's still flowering. Still smells pretty good to me. You can see it's going to make little baby basil will come up everywhere. I don't know if you can see that at all. Oh, there's quite a spider in here. Where's the actual spider? Yeah. Oh well, I was going to give you a thrill if a great big spider came crawling out. Some of you would pass out, but you can see, all of the plants in here. These are weeds. I take them out. I don't know what the hell these are. I don't know. If someone identified them in the last garden update, I didn't see the comments. I'll pull those out before they go to seed. And I want to clean around through here one last time. Mainly, though, some local business, I'm not going to say which one, I don't know if you would want that known, is going to dump a bunch of leaves out here. And see, like this mulchy mix that I used, all it is leaf debris and hay. That's all you have to use. And you can see, it works pretty well. That's all newly added. Some stuff comes through, but for the most part, you can control anything. You can put it in, the area you're going to garden in, and then just build your beds right on top of it. It saves tilling, adds some biomass. It's just good for everything, suppresses weeds. You can use it as mulch. You can, do whatever you want with it. Those collards still look pretty good. They're actually tastier later in the year. Actually, if they get frosted a little bit, they get pretty tasty after that. They'll survive a light frost or several. So many tomatoes, and Jesus. Next year, I got to think about saving room more. Next year, I got to plan a little bit better because a lot of things they got to sort of choked out. I think like these tomatoes, these are the ones that are, it's indeterminate. And so they've just spread everywhere. This is all one tomato plant, basically. This whole mass, it's like, almost 10 feet out from the central plant. It's still still creating new growth, technically speaking. It's still growing. I mean, look at that. Look at all the fucking tomatoes. What the hell am I supposed to do with them all? Most of them will just rot anyway. Once it frosts, they'll all be all fucked up. It's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be like a, tomato genocide, I suppose, out here. It's going to be pretty great. I'm going to eat them all. Sometimes I just sit here and, I'm in the garden and I just start popping them in my mouth. Hour goes by, an hour later, and, you wonder why you've gained 5 pounds. It's pretty good. Just sort of mouthing off. Leave you with a shot. There are still some peaches up in that tree. I got to shimmy them off there and grab them, and, they're kind of warped at this point. About a few dozen of them managed to fall actually with the wind the other day, and they're kind of gamey. I wouldn't want to eat them. You can cut around all the little bumps and bruises, but it's a waste of time. Also, the peaches this year are very sweet, very good, but you know, it's not a huge problem. That's about all. Peace out.